Hold the phone, Dallas Cowboys fans. It seems like Jerry Jones hasn't quite made up his decision. Either that or he's having a serious case of cold feet. The Cowboys have reportedly reached out to former Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll about their head coach job opening. Now, a formal interview has yet to be set up, but there's some other information coming out that actually adds a little bit more fuel to this fire. Let's get right into it, and be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys news all throughout the offseason, good or bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Carroll, I can tell you one thing for sure. He sure as hell fits the age demographic for Jerry, because these dudes grew up in the same exact era, eating the same dusty-ass, Dust Bowl-ass sandwiches. All right, I'm sorry. I ain't even go hard on you, Pete Carroll. That has nothing to do with you. I got a little bit of extra energy towards Jerry, because I've been sitting here trying to find the silver linings in all of the reports that have been coming out, and specifically the silver lining in the report that really has picked up some legs, man, today, as it pertains to Brian Schottenheimer, has apparently done everything but sign his contract for the job of the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I think at this point, Jerry's just making some calls to kind of see where people's minds are, what they're thinking, what their ideas are for the team before he makes this decision, because he knows this is going to be a pretty big decision, and he also knows that as of right now, the fan base is not behind whatever decision he's about to make based off of the candidates that's been marched out in front of us. Now, as it pertains to this particular news, John Machota reports Dallas is still determining how it will go forward at head coach. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones did have an informal conversation with former Seahawks coach Pete Carroll, according to a source. And to add on to this, Fish Sports, y'all know how I feel about fish, but Fish Sports is reporting, I'm told Pete Carroll has contacted potential staff members in the event the Cowboys head coaching candidate gets this or another job. I'm going to tell you right now, the or another job part, it's probably the more accurate part of that report by Fish, because Pete Carroll has actually been on the radar of the Las Vegas Raiders ever since Ben Johnson told them, nay, I will not be coming to Vegas. Everything that happens doesn't stay in Vegas, it stays in Chicago. Vegas has been looking at Pete Carroll ever since then. So it's highly likely that Pete Carroll's been making these filler calls, trying to put together a coaching staff for a completely different job that has nothing to do with the Cowboys, because again, a formal interview has not even taken place, and as of the moment I'm making this particular show, Brian Schottenheimer seems to be the leader in the clubhouse. He seems like he's like literally right there. All he has to do is sign the contract based off of everything that's come out, based off of how long they have been interviewing this man. They probably have had altogether about 12 hours worth of interview with Brian Schottenheimer. So if he doesn't get the job at this point, that's just a slap in his face again. Side note, speaking of slaps in the face, isn't it crazy that Mike McCarthy walked away from the Dallas Cowboys head coaching job, and this man may end up not even having a job in this head coaching cycle? That's wild to me, that he disliked the circumstances in which Jerry wanted him to come back under so much that he would walk away from a guaranteed job just to take a risk, to take a chance to see if he could get another job somewhere else. That's how bad he disliked that offer from Jerry Jones to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, as it pertains to Pete Carroll, I know that was a quick sidebar, but I just thought that was funny. That's some crazy stuff. As it pertains to Pete Carroll, in all of his NFL years outside of the Legion of Boom years, has had extremely underwhelming teams. He has been incredibly average, if not below average, as an NFL head coach as it pertains to how his teams rank offensively and defensively. Not just one side of the ball. Offensively and defensively, his teams have struggled. And the very, very interesting part about this is the person he's going up against, presumably, would be a Brian Schottenheimer. And Brian Schottenheimer had way more success on his side of the ball when he was in Seattle than Pete Carroll had on his side of the ball while Brian Schottenheimer was there. The offense was actually the motor of that Seattle Seahawks team during that 2018 to 2020 type of window in which Brian Schottenheimer was the offensive coordinator there. So again, if you're looking for some type of, some type of hope from a Pete Carroll, I don't know, man. I don't think this is the right move right here, if I'm being completely honest. I think a lot of what happened with Pete Carroll was he got damn lucky with the guys that he drafted. He got extremely lucky with the guys that he drafted, and it was right place, right time with the right combination of players, and you just so happened to look up into one of the best defensive units of all time. And again, he had Gus Bradley and the Dan Quinns and those guys like that over there coaching that defensive side of the ball, so it's not like Pete Carroll masterminded the Legion of Boom either. So I'm not the biggest fan of Pete Carroll. This doesn't excite me. This doesn't excite me. I'm telling you this. Hiring Pete Carroll will worry me more than hiring a Brian Schottenheimer, because I'll tell you this. Brian Schottenheimer is 20 years younger than Pete Carroll. Brian Schottenheimer does seem like he can keep up with the team still. Brian Schottenheimer is more modern in how he approaches the game and how he would approach his play calling, you would have to assume. And Brian Schottenheimer has a foothold as far as how he would even go about trying to turn around the Dallas Cowboys. Like, what would a Pete Carroll-led Dallas Cowboys team even really look like? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if all the rah-rah and all that type of stuff is exactly what the Cowboys need right now. I mean, yeah, it seems like it could be that, but at the same time, bro, I'm just, you know what? At this point, I just turn my emotions off. For this whole entire thing, I have turned my emotions off. I'm done arguing with you guys. I'm done even caring about who the head coach is at this point. I'm just going to be reporting the news because you guys aren't going to be happy. Regardless of who the head coach is, y'all ain't going to be happy. Y'all going to get mad at me for trying to find the positives or whoever it is that they hire instead of me going up here and being miserable doing what I love to do every day. Do y'all think that I want to be intentionally miserable? Y'all think I want to find the most miserable aspects of the thing that I love doing, which is creating content for all of you guys? Y'all think I want to find the most miserable aspects of that for me to cling on to every single day? Y'all think I want to get up here and do nothing but promote negativity and immerse myself in negativity? Absolutely not. I am not happy. Brian Schottenheimer would have not been my first choice either, but damn it, if we're looking at the actual facts and we're looking at reality, bro, instead of just how we feel, man, because y'all be getting caught up just looking at how you feel. If we're looking at reality, bro, Brian Schottenheimer has some merits to his name. Yes, he's not the most hot head coaching candidate on the market. Damn. We get that, man. But Jerry them was never going to go get that type of guy. They were never going to get that type of guy, man. So at least this dude has some type of skins on the wall. At least he has something he can show, like, hey, I actually made players better while I was there. He can't show that with just his resume. And, I mean, that's all we can really ask for at this point. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over y'all getting mad at me because I'm trying to look for the positive sides of all this stuff, man. And we all know that we're drowning in a pile of ish. And I'm not sitting here trying to sell y'all no rainbows and buttercups, but I am saying, damn, bruh, if you're going to keep watching it and keep immersing yourself in this hobby, then why keep making it overly negative for yourself? Try to find the positives in anything happening. And right now, the only positive in anything that's going on right now is y'all rocking with me as we all suffer through this terrible, terrible head coaching search, man. And we still the same old Cowboys. I'm just over.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy, shut up.